From being counted among the world's wealthiest men, with a fortune once estimated at over $40 billion, to standing before a court and declaring his net worth as zero, Anil Ambani's journey stands as one of the most astonishing tales in modern Indian business. It's a story painted with dramatic highs and crushing lows. Once hailed as the vibrant, media-savvy rival to his elder brother, Mukesh Ambani, Anil's meteoric ascent seemed unstoppable. But within 2 decades, the tides turned, leaving him overshadowed and nearly erased from the corridors of power and wealth he once dominated. Anil Ambani was born into privilege, but also into a legacy that demanded excellence. His father, Dhirubhai Ambani, was not just an industrialist. He was a legend whose vision transformed the Indian business landscape. The Reliance story began in modest surroundings, but Dhirubhai's relentless ambition built an empire that touched every Indian's life, from textiles to energy. As Dhirubhai's health declined in the early 2000s, the future of the Reliance conglomerate became uncertain. After his passing in 2002, his 2 sons, Mukesh and Anil, were thrust into the spotlight, tasked with carrying forward their father's monumental legacy. But the brothers' paths soon diverged. The rivalry between Mukesh and Anil grew heated, threatening to destabilize the very foundation of Reliance. In 2005, their mother, Kokilabhen Ambani, intervened, orchestrating a split of the empire. Mukesh inherited the oil, gas, and petrochemicals businesses, the bedrock of Reliance's fortune. Anil received telecom, power, financial services, and infrastructure, sectors seen as brimming with future potential. At that moment, many believed Anil had drawn the better lot. Young, charismatic, and attuned to the media, he embodied the spirit of India's emerging entrepreneurial age. He was the face of a new generation, eager to make its mark on a rapidly transforming nation. Confident and ambitious, Anil Ambani wasted no time in expanding his reach. With Reliance Communications, he entered the booming telecom sector, quickly establishing the company as India's second-largest mobile operator. It was a period of euphoric growth. The nation was hungry for connectivity, and Anil was there to deliver. In 2008, he orchestrated one of India's most historic financial events, the Reliance Power IPO. The offering raised over 11,000 crore rupees in record time, its oversubscription a testament to the public's faith in his vision. Anil was not content to confine himself to telecom and power. He diversified aggressively. Reliance Capital entered financial services. Reliance Infrastructure took on ambitious projects, and in a headline-grabbing move, Anil even ventured into Hollywood, backing Steven Spielberg's DreamWorks. The world watched as his fortune soared. By 2008, his net worth had skyrocketed to an estimated $42 billion, placing him among the globe's 10 richest individuals. Headlines celebrated him as the Marathon Man of Mumbai, a symbol of India's new economy, blending ambition with global reach. Yet, beneath the surface, trouble brewed. The first public signs of strain appeared with the same Reliance Power IPO that had once set records. On its debut day, the stock crashed by 17%, leaving thousands of investors aggrieved and skeptical. Confidence in Anil's empire began to erode. The timing could not have been worse. Soon after, the global financial crisis of 2008 struck, sending shockwaves through markets and freezing ambitious projects. Hollywood investments failed to deliver the expected returns, infrastructure ventures stalled, and cracks began to appear in the foundations of his businesses. The root of the problem lay in Anil's approach to growth. Unlike his brother Mukesh, who reinvested profits and built patiently on existing strengths, Anil's empire was propelled by borrowed money. Debt became the engine of expansion, but it also became a looming danger. By the early 2010s, the debt burden had swelled, threatening to suffocate his entire business group. The noose tightened, and the pressure became relentless. Of all his ventures, telecom was supposed to be Anil's crown jewel. Reliance Communications commanded millions of subscribers and was a household name. But the sector was on the brink of transformation. As technology raced ahead from 2G and 3G to the dawn of 4G, Anil's RCom lagged behind. Rivals like Airtel and Vodafone surged ahead, capitalizing on India's hunger for faster, more reliable connectivity. Then, in a move that changed the industry forever, Mukesh Ambani launched Jio. Offering free data and ultra-cheap calls, Jio unleashed a price war that upended the telecom landscape. Reliance Communications could not withstand the onslaught. By 2017, the company was drowning in over 46,000 crore rupees of debt. The writing was on the wall. In 2019, RCom declared bankruptcy, marking one of the largest business collapses in Indian history. The telecom dream had turned into a nightmare, dragging the rest of Anil's empire down with it. The collapse extended far beyond telecom. Reliance Capital, Reliance Infrastructure, Reliance Power all struggled under the weight of debt and mounting losses. Anil's troubles spilled from boardrooms into courtrooms. In 2019, he faced contempt charges from the Supreme Court in a case brought by Ericsson over unpaid dues, with the threat of jail looming over him. In a twist of fate, it was Mukesh Ambani who intervened, bailing Anil out by settling the dues, hundreds of crores paid to keep his brother out of prison. The rivalry that had once defined Indian business ended not with victory, but with dependence. By 2020, the extent of Anil Ambani's downfall became shockingly clear. In a London courtroom, he declared his net worth to be zero. From the heights of $42 billion to bankruptcy, his empire had all but vanished. In stark contrast, Mukesh Ambani was rewriting the rules of wealth and power, ascending to become Asia's richest man. With the success of Jio, Reliance Retail, and oil refining, Mukesh's rise highlighted the dramatic difference between the brothers' fortunes. The gap could not have been wider. The rise and fall of Anil Ambani is more than a business story. It's a lesson in ambition, risk, and the fine line between vision and overconfidence. Where Mukesh built methodically, focusing on core strengths and reinvesting profits, Anil chose a path of rapid expansion, often fueled by hype and mountains of debt. The outcome is a powerful reminder. In business, as in life, how fast you rise is less important than how well you build. Anil Ambani's journey stands as a cautionary tale for generations to come, a story of resilience, risk, and the enduring importance of solid foundations.